I hope you have been having an amazing week since we last talked. So in this video, I have another really exciting announcement that I can finally share with you all. So on my travel vlog, you guys saw when I went to Australia, and I couldn't share what it was for, but now I finally can, and I'm so excited to share that I am on the cover of Oxygen Australia. I'll put it up in this corner right here. This is honestly like, I feel like I'm in a dream. Like, this isn't real. I need to keep like pinching myself. You guys know how much I care about getting my message out there, about loving yourself, about being your best self, and that ultimately you are in control of your body, of your future, and that you have everything that you need to make your transformation happen, to make your life the best life it can be. And I have the opportunity to reach even more women, to spread this message. It's honestly more than I could ever ask for. And honestly, all I can do is pinch myself because I just feel like I'm just in a dream. One other thing about Oxygen Australia that I really loved is they were so adamant about not photoshopping anything, and that all of their models are perfectly imperfect, just as they should be. So that really resonated with me. And while I was at the shoot, I could just really feel their message of loving yourself, being your best self, but ultimately loving yourself no matter what was at the forefront of their vision. And so that was really amazing for me to be a part of. I never imagined in a million years that I would be on a cover of a magazine. You guys, I know that I don't know how you perceive me. I don't know if you look at me and you think fitness model or personal trainer. That's not how I define myself. You know, I definitely am not a model. Yes, I'm a personal trainer, but that doesn't define my life. I didn't start this journey to be on the cover of magazines. And I think that is why it means so much to me, because that cover is about my story and my journey, and it's such an amazing opportunity to partner with a magazine like Oxygen Australia that believes so strongly in celebrating all body types. And this is really what that issue represents. It is their transformation issue, so they do share my story, my entire transformation. And the fact that Oxygen Australia reached out to me to be that person that represents those values of changing their life, of taking control of a situation that they're in. And oh gosh, why do I always get so emotional? I am proud that this cover represents my story, and not just how I look. Yes, we're in fitness, so you know, how I look is the first thing that you see, but I always want my story, my being, my presence to be about my story and about what I overcame and how I got to where I'm at, and that it was a battle and a struggle, and that I never gave up. And I think there's nothing special about me, you guys. I'm just a normal girl. I know I haven't shared a lot. Oh gosh. My next goal is to do a YouTube video talking about this topic without crying. I'm just gonna go with it. I know I haven't talked a lot about my childhood growing up, but I did a lot of growing up on my own. I was very independent from a young age, emotionally, also financially. And just knowing that I didn't have it easy, I'm not saying that I had it the worst. You know, there's always someone that has it better than you, and always someone that has it worse than you, and it's all about perspective and just being grateful for what you have. So I'm even still grateful for what I did have. But it wasn't perfect, whose life is, and I think that I've always really focused on digging deep down and being grateful for, you know, what I did have, even if it wasn't the most perfect situation or upbringing or life scenario, what have you. And so just knowing that I have always pushed myself and never let myself get down on whatever the situation was. That is why I do get so excited to share my story, because I really do look at my life and the struggle and the fact that I've used that struggle to work in my favor. And that is why I believe so wholeheartedly that any of you can do the same. And I think that almost sometimes those who struggle the most have a bit of an advantage, because they have something to work towards. They have to work hard for it, and it's that much sweeter when you do achieve it. So the fact that Oxygen Australia saw my story and that struggle and overcoming it and wanted to share that, it's it's just a priceless feeling, and I'm so excited that I get to share it with you guys and that you've been with me on this entire journey, and hopefully we're not done yet. And I hope that in everything that I do, I want me to be a reflection of what you can do, and I want to inspire you to be just as passionate about achieving your own goals and going after what you deserve and what you want. And I hope that me, you know, achieving or doing whatever I'm doing, no matter what it's going to be in the future, that it is in some way inspiring to you. So if you're in Australia, I would love it if you pick up the magazine, and if you do, please tag me and share it on Instagram so I can see. I appreciate your support more than you know. Without all of you, of course, this really wouldn't be happening. And I did ask that if you are not in Australia, how you can get the magazine, and they said that there is a digital version that you can download. I cannot wait for you to read the story, and like I said, I hope it helps and inspires you in one way or another. Thank you everyone so much for your support, and thank you to Oxygen Australia. I'm so honored to be a part of the Oxygen family. I'm going to share some behind the scenes and show you guys how the shoot went, and then a little bit later in this video, I'm going to show you my workout with Jordan Syatt that I did a few weeks back, and show you some really awesome moves and proper form for those moves. So here are the behind the scenes to the Oxygen Australia cover shoot. I hope you enjoy them. When you drove and we went back. That's how sore I am. We are on our way to go work out with one of my friends, Jordan Syatt, or Syatt Fitness. I did a workout with him, that was a while ago. Probably like back in the beginning of the year, and I shared a video of me deadlifting with him on Instagram, and you guys had a really great response to it. So I'm excited to do more of that with him today. Hi guys, I'm about to take you through my workout with Jordan, and the place that we worked out at was really loud, unfortunately, so you couldn't hear some of our conversations. I did leave some of them as is, but ones that you really couldn't hear or were really important, I'm going to do these little voiceovers to go over what was discussed. And a lot of what we're going to be working on is form with like traditional moves like deadlifts and squats. So here we go, and I hope you enjoy. So first, Jordan wanted me to pick up a barbell how I normally would in a squat, of course without weight, because we're just looking at form for right now. And what he's actually going to do is he's going to show me how to do a low bar squat. So that is where there's a high bar squat where you put it right at the base of your neck, and a low bar squat where you put it kind of at the, it's a really small difference in terms of space, but it makes a big difference in terms of form. He's placing it at the back of his shoulders. It's about 2 to 3 inches below where you'd place it if you're doing a high bar squat. And you actually also want to squeeze your shoulder blades together. The main reason Jordan wanted to introduce low bar back squats to me is because I have long femurs. And when you have long femurs, if you're taller, when you're doing squats, traditional squats, it can have the tendency to cause your back to lean forward excessively. Not to mention my boobs don't help with that either. So if you are taller or have long femurs, go ahead and give this a shot. And if you do, just always remember to start with either no weight or low weight until you really get a really good feel for the movement, and then you can start increasing weight slowly from there. It feels super weird with it low, you know, but wider I'm okay with. It's just how low it is. It's gonna feel weird. Yeah. It's gonna keep you safe for longer. Right. If you have long fingers.
Up, up.
Here, Jordan and I are going over breathing patterns and how to fully engage your core and brace yourself when you're doing an exercise like a squat. So what you want to do is inhale before we even start the rep. When you're at the top, hold that breath, go down into the squat, still holding it, and then exhale as you are going up. So you don't want to just inhale, exhale right away. You actually want to hold that breath while you're going down into the squat, and then exhale on your way up.
Right there.
From there? Okay.
Like essentially, you know, like the floaties that people wear.
Yeah.
Like they fill it up and then immediately shut off the hair, not supporting you. It's literally supporting your spine. You let your hair out.
Right. Totally makes sense. Amazing analogies. I love it. If I use them, I'll credit you, okay? I promise. Some of you will remember my first workout with Jordan earlier in the year, and we did the sumo deadlifts. And I want to put this rep in here because I did it incorrectly. My back was too bent over and parallel to the ground. Right here, he's going to show me I need to bring my booty down a little bit, and that's going to help me rely less on my knees and more on my leg muscles, which is what you should be relying on when you're doing a deadlift. Here, Jordan and I are discussing my triceps, the fact that they were cramping up and I had to stretch them out. And I was asking him, you know, is that okay? And he was like, well, I would rather you be flexing your triceps than you be flexing your biceps. So sometimes people will bend their elbows and that can cause you to tear a bicep muscle. So, you know, I guess it's the better of the two, but you do want your arms to be totally relaxed as you go through the movement. Luca's turn.
So what's the difference between like the narrow stand and the wide stand?
So the narrow stance, you get a little bit of hamstrings and glutes. It's also safer on your lower back. When you go, or the wider stance, I'm sorry, wider stance, hamstrings, glutes, safer on your lower back. When you go narrower, you get a little bit more quad involvement. It's a bigger range of motion, so and you get more upper back too. So they're both really good, and I think the best training program has both of them. But most important is that you do what works for you. So like for me, I don't do close stance very much because it never feels good on my back. So if I'm gonna do close stance, I automatically keep it lighter. And if otherwise I'm lifting heavy, I'll pretty much always go wider stance. It's an awesome exercise.
I'm ready. I feel like exercises that you hate means that you need to do it if you hate it. Yeah.
Your ass and hamstring are so strong. So I really like these. You get more bang for your buck in one.
Yeah.
Basically, you're gonna do a reverse lunge to a single leg arch.
Okay.
So basically, you come here, reverse lunge, come up, single leg arch, right. Squeeze your glutes, reverse lunge.
I like it. This is my style, just like the
So we're gonna start with this. I think you can do more.
This move is all about stabilization and balance, and if you're not very good at balance, it might be something that is really difficult for you. But as I mentioned earlier, if it's something that you don't like or are not very good at, that probably is a sign that you should work on it. So what I'm explaining to Jordan here is that I'm finding that I was relying on the outer edge of my foot to balance, and that wasn't providing me with enough support. And so what Jordan is recommending is to actually, with your toes, grip the ground, and that's going to help you place more weight more evenly throughout your entire foot and hopefully help you balance. So if you try these out and you're struggling with balance, give that a shot. And aside from that, focus on looking at one place on the ground, and that's going to help your balance significantly as well.
That's a good squat.
That's what I was doing, actually.
You want to try this next?
Who?
You.
Where the hell?
You're next.
I am horrible with balance.
Yeah,
You have no idea,
which is why you
Jordan.
need to do it.
Like, this is, yeah, that you have a point.
Your turn.
Good start, man. Here we go. Keep going. Good. Up.
You have a huge smile the entire time. Yeah.
Good, yeah?
Yeah, good job. Something for you to work on.
I'm gonna be sore.
Yeah. Okay, so we got not kicked out, but they told us to cut the cord on filming. So luckily it was at the very end. We did one more set, one more exercise of one-legged glute bridges and regular glute bridges. Killer workout. And he has a YouTube as well. What is your YouTube?
Just my name, Jordan Syatt.
Yeah. He has amazing information. His Instagram is a plethora of great advice, information, legit stuff, and that is now being transferred and presented on his YouTube. So next time he's in LA, you guys will see us doing another workout together, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Okay guys, that was my workout with Jordan. I hope you enjoyed it and found some helpful tips in it that will help you in your own workouts. So as usual, there will be an FBG giveaway with this vlog. Of course, the general what you liked or loved will always do, and I always love to hear. Thank you so much. As usual, you are all amazing. I will see you guys next time. When you lose fat from your overall body, including from your breast. And first, what are macros? Also referred to as flexible dieting.